Welcome back to the On Game Show. It's your boys, Cam, and Sly. And today we have a special guest by the name of
Q Major. What's up, y'all?
Q Major. So I had Q Major on my last podcast that is no longer a thing anymore. So he's doubling back, but it's the first time. Yeah, the sales weren't doing very well, so we kind of sunk the ship on that one. But so yeah, I've had Q on before. He played violin for us last time and everything, but we're in a little bit more of a rush today. So we're gonna be playing dominoes, getting to know you a little bit more, and then maybe talk about just some off the wall topics that you guys know we love to do. So let's get this game rolling, and let's let Q go ahead and kind of let everybody know what you do, man.
Yeah.
Q Major the what?
Q Major the violinist.
There we go. Come on now.
So
Nice.
I grew up classically trained. I started when I was like 7, so I've been 15 years in now.
Wait, how many?
15.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a long time to be.
How old are you, bro?
22.
That's amazing, bro.
That's crazy, dude.
Don't make me feel too young. I don't think
That's
I'm-
awesome, though.
But we started out with classical music. Then I started playing a lot of covers growing up too, kind of like 6th, 7th grade. Okay. And it's crazy. Don't embarrass me, but my first cover I played was Fireworks by Katy Perry. That's the first ever cover I played.
Yeah.
Pause, because it's a banger. I don't care what.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
I don't care who the artist is. I don't care if you like Katy Perry or not.
Dude,
Good music is good music at the end of the day.
that's
Point blank
solid.
period.
Facts.
Katy Perry Fireworks is one of the most iconic songs of all
Like,
time.
you can't
and
go
I
wrong
stand
with
by
that.
it.
She had a crazy run, like that Dark Horse and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit was fucking-
What was the one that she did with who was it with
Snoop?
with the rap song? No.
She did California. You talking about California?
E.T.
That's a, yeah,
yeah.
E.T. was
Yeah.
a freaking bop, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Bro, that song, I listen to that song so freaking much, bro. That was a banger. That's my favorite song.
I played that.
Dude, I had the
Who's
most
going first?
embarrassing story
Him?
story of the that song. So I had this huge crush on this girl, and I went over to her house each summer, and it was like my really good friend's sister who was just super good looking, right?
Yeah.
And she told me that is our song. Cause she'd never be with me. I was like, yeah. She was like, we can find each other attractive, but like, doesn't matter, cause she'll never get with me because I'm her brother's friend. I was like,
Dang.
I got cucked by the brother. It's terrible. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
That's tough. Hey, it happens to the best of us, man.
man.
So what? I was about to ask. What was the song that you did on the last podcast that we were on
The
together?
last podcast, I feel like I did Nightlife. Was it Nightlife? I feel like that was the popular song.
No, I think it was an Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys?
song.
It had to be probably like Unthinkable or something.
I
Probably
think that's
was
what you
that.
did.
It probably was that. Yeah, I think that's the cover I did.
I think that's what you did. But freaking, dude, it was so beautiful. I even cut out the audio. We had a mic in front of the.
Facts, I remember that. Yeah.
I edited the audio, so like it went from the camera or the microphone, the regular microphone audio to like the edited mixed version, and I did like a whole mixed violin version
Yeah,
in
that
the
shit was
podcast.
crazy.
It was so
I'm not
freaking
gonna lie.
beautiful. I wish that I still had that content so that I could still
Ooh.
use it. I don't know. You don't have that, do you?
I don't think so. I might. I think if y'all send me a link or something, I might go check back at it.
Yeah. Because I know we took it off of YouTube, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was a beautiful
Yeah,
video.
fine.
I would love.
Appreciate you.
I love listening to you play, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I had the luxury of hearing you play at Curry Passions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we were on a crazy run last year, like as far as like shows.
Uh-huh.
Like I think my first show I threw last year was in January 2023. And that was like my first time like putting together like a showcase, a performance or anything.
Is it me?
Like
Sounds
usually people book me for stuff, but
Yeah.
like putting that together, it took like some months. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I think we did it at Missing Link when we were doing most of the shows over there. It was a crazy experience just being able to talk to all the artists, getting all the stuff together, make sure you get the practices, you got the sound guy for your music. It was definitely a tedious process, but we really liked it. I think we was doing shows from like January all the way to like maybe July of that year, and they were just going fucking
Is it going
crazy.
this way or this way?
It's on you now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So did you guys meet at that event or no?
I don't think so.
No. So you seen them, but y'all didn't really get to introduce yourself and everything.
Yeah.
I can't remember how me and you
It had to
They
be
came
one of
across
the
each other.
shows. No, it wasn't. somebody was recording here. Somebody was recording at the other studio you had. And I came in. I think was it Joey and them or was it? It was some. It was one of them.
You might have came in with Joey and them.
Yeah. I came in with them. They was
But I
like,
don't
we
think-
record on Tuesdays. And I was like, okay, bet. And I came and I was like, oh, this guy's nice. Like, I'm going to definitely have him for
Yeah,
my
so we
music.
had each other on Instagram, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And then I think you came to that, and that's where we met in person.
Yep.
But we had already kind of knew about each other.
Mhm.
And then after that is when you came with Shania.
Yeah. I think the first time I heard about you was when you did the song for Cameo. You did some of his songs, too.
Oh, yeah. Almost all of his music.
Man,
yeah. Dude,
bangers.
bro. Cameo, dude, I wish, he's probably not going to watch the podcast. He's a freaking lame, but no. I want Cameo to get out of freaking retirement, man. That he's good, man. But he's been.
I keep trying to tell him that.
He's been doing school and all that, so he's been real caught up with all that. So I'm like, hey, music can wait, man. Get your degree, get what you got to get, and go from there. So
Facts. Yeah, y'all were in those songs that y'all put out, Ghost and all that. Those were some of my craziest songs. I was listening to them on repeat like all the time after y'all.
Yeah. So when did you say that you were gonna drop that song with you and Shania?
Me and Shania, that's gonna be dropped on the album. I really want to drop it in about 2 weeks. So you guys heard it here first. Really, kind of like 2 weeks, because I said I was gonna drop 2 singles from the album before I dropped the full album, and I already dropped Blameless in October. So I plan on dropping this one probably the first or second week of December. And if I get all the songs finished, I'm probably like the album's gonna be like 10 songs, but I got like 7 out of 10. So if I can get those other 3 finished by the end of December, I'll probably drop it at the beginning of January. But it's gonna be really nice. There's a lot of dark tones in that album, especially with that song with Shania. That was really nice. Me and her kind of was working on that in like 2022. I think we finished it with you in like 2023.
I don't even know if we finished it.
We do still got the master. We still got the mixing.
I think that I
mastering.
sent an updated version. I think we might need
Facts.
I can't remember if we finished it. We'll check up with all that after
For sure.
after the podcast
But
and everything.
definitely shout out to Shania with that. She has some amazing vocals. That song, we were working on that in like 2022. Like I remember making a beat for it with my bro, and like I was just like playing the piano part, and he was just like putting like some different like 808s and stuff up in there. And afterwards, I was telling her like I can hear vocals on here, but I know it's like a female voice. So I was like, I hit her up and I was telling her how I kind of wanted it, and she was just humming it all the time, like listening to the beat. And then she was like, okay, we need to go to the studio. So I instantly hit you up, and I was like, okay, yeah, we got to record this now.
Yeah. That was awesome working with both of y'all. Shania's super talented as well. Super talented.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play? Did you guys ever play any instruments in school?
I played piano.
Piano? Was that like your main thing? Did you play anything else, or was it just piano?
Well, my dad was a drummer, right?
Yeah.
So I told him that I wanted to learn guitar, and he was like, absolutely, yeah, no problem, and didn't even tell me that he enrolled me in piano.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So
Surprise.
yeah, he dropped me off and he goes, you're gonna learn to read music before you learn guitar or anything.
Yeah.
And he was like, so you're gonna learn piano. So I learned music and played piano. I never stuck with it.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. But I think what got me was I got into it at the age where it pissed me off to go to a recital.
Yeah.
And there's a little bitch playing Mozart that's like 8 years old, and I'm still playing Jungle Book.
Why she gotta be
You know
a
what I mean?
bitch, man?
Like,
Why she gotta be a bitch?
Well, that's how I felt
Fucking
about
bitch,
it.
why you good at this shit? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck
pissed
you,
me off, bro.
asshole.
Like, I was like, how have you been doing it for 7 years, like 1 year old?
Yeah.
Yeah, growing
yeah.
up, you saw a lot of that. Like, you didn't see people with my color just playing the violin like that, because
Right.
everybody else was like cold as fuck. Like every time we had like a competition or something, yeah, you definitely saw probably like an Asian person or something just really like kicking ass. Like you
Yeah,
like
just
dang,
doing
like
that, man.
they'll be probably like 5 years younger than you. I'm telling you, they stick a violin in their hand probably like 2 years old.
It's crazy.
So they're like a lot of those younger people be playing fluently at like 10 to 12 years old.
I didn't even have object permanence at 2 years old.
Bro, like, how do you guys, like, yeah.
There's no way.
I was
But
watching
that's
Dragon Ball Z at 2 years.
yeah, that's a thing though with music, is that it's a very either somebody's just a prodigy, or like they're just naturally gifted and they pick it up very, very easy and quickly, or they started really young, so by the time they're 15 they're freaking cold. So then if you're like 20, 30 years old, you're kind of like, damn, I don't even want to start because this 10-year-old is freaking beating the shit out of those drums.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
You know who I'll
I've,
tell you?
uh,
Go ahead.
Oh well, I was gonna say I've been playing piano for I think about 17 years now.
Damn, you still play?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I still play.
Yeah. Sly, every now and then he'll drop us a little gem on his Snapchat of him playing. I've always told him to come to Cam's recording studio.
Say, do you get into like recording or like producing and stuff like that too?
No, I haven't, man. I've had a lot of people be like, "Hey, man, you need to get into music. Like, you're really talented." And I'm like, I don't know if music is, what I want to aim towards. But yeah,
Sly, my bad.
I've been playing piano for about 17 years, and I played tuba in middle school and high school.
My bro played tuba. That's a heavy ass instrument. I don't know.
That's a big boy instrument right there.
I see why they was like the conditioning for like marching bands and stuff like that was crazy. That's why, because you gotta lug around this heavy ass brass the whole time. And you mean to tell me you finna march for like 30 to an hour? Like, bro, come on.
Let me tell you, dude.
Man, I remember seeing the marching band out there in the school parking lot, just marching around with them things for hours in the summer heat.
Yeah,
whenever they had summer camp or whatever.
That parking lot ain't soft, man. Like, think about it. I'm carrying like a 60-pound instrument.
Yeah.
And just concrete underneath me.
60 pounds?
Yeah, dude.
Then you gotta walk in formations and.
Can you imagine what my spine looks like now?
I mean,
trying to give you scoliosis.
Doing it for 4 years, man.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, so I was in percussion. That was my big thing. And whenever I got to high school, I remember trying out for snare drum, and that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to do was snare drum, but I didn't practice for it. I didn't practice for it. So the night before auditions, going into high school, you had to find your own piece.
Yeah.
So you had to learn it, do it all yourself, whatever you want to do. So I picked a piece off Google. I practiced it all night until 4 a.m. Next day I went to school, did the tryouts, and I did pretty good for basically just sight reading it, off rip. But later, whenever we got our audition things, it said that I didn't make snare drum. It said I was gonna be playing the marimba. And
that's don't seem too bad. Is it like that?
Nah, bro. I showed up to one practice, and I didn't come back. And my band director was calling me. He was like, "How can we get him back in?" Because he was working with me for a while, and he was a very genuine guy. And he was like, "Look, he's got talent. Like, tell him to get back in." Yeah. Talking to my mom. And I was like, I would have played snare drum. And he was like, man, and we had some killer snares at my school. Like, I had some.
I feel like you could have been coached up. Yeah, you definitely could have.
I had some good competition, bro. Yeah. And our teacher was great. He was fantastic. But yeah, it was just I'm not good with keys. Like, I wouldn't be good at piano because I'm not good at memorizing the keys. And I was always hitting.
Was definitely keys.
I was always hitting the wrong notes, and it was just real difficult for me on that. They wouldn't give me one that had the freaking keys written onto them. So that's what I wanted. Bro, I wanted to cheat.
Like, I had the tapes on my violin when I first started out. I had them for a while, and it really handicapped me for a little bit because like when I went to a school where everybody else didn't have tapes, I almost shit the bed. Like I was going to Walnut Hill, and I was like the man over there. I was like the concert master and everything. And then I switched to CMM. When I got to CMM, everybody was either like just as good or colder than me. And I was like, wow, this is a different like environment. And when I was doing lessons to get in, my teacher, she saw that I had tapes. She said, "Oh, you got tapes? That's cute." And she just starts like smiling. And I was like, "Yeah, I still learn with them." She said, "Yeah, you're gonna have to take those off." I was like, "What? Like, what? What do you mean? I've been playing with these for like the whole time." Yeah. So it was definitely like a change to memorize it like without any of the tapes on there. Now I have a feel for it, so I know where the notes are on there. Yeah. But when I first started, that was hell. That was a lot especially everybody else was already ahead. Everybody else had already been playing without their tapes for like 4 years. And you mean to tell me I'm just now starting?
It's a language thing. Like it's just like it's a repetition thing. If you do it so long, you're gonna learn it. You're gonna know it. But it takes a lot of dedication. And marimba was just never something that I was like, dude, I want to be killer at marimba. Now my grandpa, he was a percussionist as well, and he loved the marimba.
He played the marimba.
he loved it. No, he did. He had a big marimba in his in like this, not the living room. They had some extra room. It was a dining room connected to kind of like a hangout room type of thing. And in there he had a marimba, and I used to play it every now and then because it was fun just to kind of kill time when I'm at my grandparents' house. There's nothing else to do.
Now, forgive my ignorance. Is that like the Caribbean What's that one called?
The
Talking about like the steel drums.
Yeah.
That's
What are
cool
those
too. That's cool. Like,
I
don't know what
love
you're talking
those,
about.
bro.
you know those steel drums. So you ever been to like Jamaica or Bahamas and you hear them playing?
Sorry,
like,
no, I haven't been to the Bahamas.
So
it's on the
really
bucket
like
list, but
it's really kind of like a Caribbean style instrument.
It sounds so high pitched too. It's like ding 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 ding.
And
Like
you hit different parts
Yeah,
of the
it's
middle
dope as
inside
fuck.
to like play different notes. So
okay,
it's
I
low
think I know what
key.
you're talking. Like
it's
it's
low
a
key the
bowl.
same. Yeah, it's like a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like dents in it because the dents is like the different notes.
No, I got you. That's what you thought the marimba was?
yeah.
No. You've seen a marimba. It's like a xylophone
Yeah,
or bells. The bells.
Oh.
You know.
That would be
yeah.
fire as fuck to play. What are you talking
But
about?
it's tedious.
Yeah,
like
dude,
all
it's
those
really
damn
good at
notes.
it.
It's again like, and then here's the thing, like once you get to that level, like in high school, it's like you're not just doing one stick. It's two sticks. So you have like a stick and a stick, and people could play over here with two sticks and two sticks.
I saw that. Like,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
my
crazy.
my
what?
grandpa could do it, and he was crazy good at it. And I was just like, I was uninspired by the fact that it was high school, that I was just now like, okay, marimba's your thing.
And
now,
I do
that's
get
what
that.
you-
I do get that because a lot of people
That's what
did
you
start
got.
out.
That's what you got,
early.
yeah.
That's how it was when I was in 8th grade. Like when I had to take off the tapes, I was feeling all weird because I'm like, I'm feeling left out. Everybody else has already not had their tapes and stuff since like what, maybe 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me I'm in the 8th grade, playing with this? So it's like everybody else was already ahead, but I just had to like adapt faster.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Yeah,
I remember when I went to.
Whose turn is it, real quick?
yours.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. My
What-
bad.
Let me ask you this: why did you want to play snares? Was it because of drumline? That's
Yes.
normally why everybody.
But the big thing was just that I'm a rhythm guy. I'm
Yeah.
not a notes guy. I didn't want anything that had notes. I wanted something where I'm just rhythm. I like tapping and stuff like that.
For sure. So, 6th grade, I'm going to the band for the first time. I'm like, all right, cool. I already know what I want to play. Our band director, Mr. Kazi, probably the best teacher I've ever had in my life. He he goes, everybody write down the 3 instruments that you want to play the most, right? I wrote down snare, trumpet, and for whatever reason, I wrote down flute.
Wait. You said you had to write down what you wanted to play?
Yeah.
And you put down flute?
Yeah, I put snare, trumpet, and I was like, I don't know the 3rd instrument, flute. Oh.
Yeah.
They
I remember
pick
this.
flute, huh?
That's that flute.
No.
I remember going through this process you're
You got
talking
the
about.
armbow.
Yeah.
So-
Wait, and did they have it set up where you got to play each instrument and test it out? And,
Right.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So, my band director goes, he looks at me, like we sit down one-on-one, and he looks at me and goes, so you want to play,
You play the flute? See, what are you-
trumpet, snare, we got who we need for the snares and whatnot, how about you try this? And it's a tuba mouthpiece. He like looks at my mouth and he goes, how about you try this?
He said, you got a pretty mouth, boy.
Oh my god.
You got a pretty mouth, boy. Try this out.
Let me see how this looks in your
Shape
mouth.
your lips.
Right.
Like,
So
fuck?
he said, yeah, try this. I'm like, all right, like, let's do that. He's like, no, like do that in the mouth. It's like, cool. Now I do that, and some spit hit his face, and he does this.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's good. You're gonna play tuba. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't
No,
know
he
that.
said you're gonna play
so
tuba.
you can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
just by how you like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Wind power. It was like, yep, that's it. That's the instrument for you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
That's how
remember-
I started playing tuba.
I remember doing that. I remember in middle school we had, or it might have been intermediate. I don't know if you guys had intermediate. I went. It's just a one.
Yeah, I see.
First off, did you guys have intermediate in middle school, or was it just middle school?
I was never in band. I just want to.
We had intermediate, so we had.
No, I'm just. But right now,
You're cool. Huh?
Yeah.
what were you saying?
we had beginners, intermediate, and
No. So I'm talking about just school, like elementary, and then and where I'm from, it was elementary, intermediate,
Yes.
middle, and
Oh,
high
no.
school.
Yes.
Was that the system you
That
had?
was Curtis for me.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're the first person that I've met outside of where I'm from. That's everybody's always like, "What's intermediate school?" It's a split in middle school.
We
Instead of
went
fifth-
from kindergarten to 3rd grade, and then 4th, 5th, and then 6th was middle school.
Okay, did y'all go to preschool?
sixth was middle school.
Yeah, I was-
6th.
I didn't go to
grade-
preschool. Like my ECE class was like a early childhood education. So it was like right before I got to kindergarten. I did that class first. It was like with the school though. It was weird. You know, Midway. It's like a school.
Oh, Midway.
Yeah,
My mom used to teach
It's,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like not a school anymore, basically.
Yeah.
So we had it like that. No, we had the ECE, then we went to kindergarten, but the ECE was just basically kind of like a preschool thing.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. So we had, I did go to preschool. I think the preschool that I went to was a Baptist preschool. And then I went to elementary. And then I went to elementary. And then, so our elementary was, first through like fourth. And then intermediate was 5 and 6. Middle school was 7 and 8. And then high school was 9 through 12. But anyways, what I was going to say about that was in intermediate school, before we went off to middle school, they had us do in the cafeteria. There was this thing after hours of school. You'd come up there and you'd try out the instruments, like what you were saying, 3 favorites. And I remember when I first showed up.
What the hell? That's so crazy.
Yeah, we had that too.
We just had to already really kind of know. Like, they never just let us try out shit. Like, our music class, they was like, okay, raise your hand if you want to stay in this class and play guitar. And then people raise their hand. They said, okay, raise your hand if you want to play in the orchestra. That was like it. That's the 2 choices.
So my thing, I didn't know what band was. I thought band was like drums, guitars, bass guitars, singers.
That's how
I'm
like, bro, I want to be a drummer, like, or if y'all want to teach me guitar, like, I get there and walk in the cafeteria and I see like flutes and trumpets, and I'm like, wait, where's the drum set at? And then I find a snare drum.
I've been duped.
I find a snare drum, and I'm like, you're the drum guy? He's like, yeah. I was like, do y'all have like drums? He was like, yeah, this is a snare drum, bro. What are you talking about? This isn't a punk rock band. Like, come on.
You think it's gonna be a whole set of drums?
Yeah. They're like, this is not what you think it is, but I don't know who lied to you, but that's not what this is.
You think you're gonna get a whole set? It's just one fucking drum right there.
So I got duped, and I put and I think it actually instead of putting snare drum or percussion, whatever the right term was, I just put drums on the number 1. Whatever involves drums, put me there.
Drums.
Just put me on a drum.
Some shit.
And then I get in and they got me on triangle. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, that's what happened. I think I put like flutist second.
Have you ever seen those electric triangles? Not to interrupt it.
No,
I was finished.
I swear, dude.
Ooh,
So
electric
they have ones that like can go in and they'll hit it, and then you can like shake it like a whammy bar.
Oh yeah.
And it's like whoa, like I'm like, that's hard as hell. Like,
they get crazy. They probably feel bad for the triangle player. Like, you mean to tell me you only got 10 notes this whole song?
Yeah.
The song is like 15 minutes.
I did not
Ding it.
Yeah.
10 times. That's it.
I did have to play
More
triangle.
cowbell.
I did have to play triangle one time, and that was
Domino.
Man, that was an ego killer, man.
Let me see. Yeah.
got his ass.
What? Wait, you won that one?
I know.
You could have had that earlier in there.
So
No, I couldn't have.
I got 10 there. So it's 10.
Yeah.
I tried to play
Another
whatever I
10.
could have.
7 is 10 as well.
Fuck, man.
Scram.
Hell yeah.
All
I was
right.
gonna lose that.
Who needs to?
One of y'all watch. Okay.
I'm gonna make the guests do it. Free labor. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, chill out, man. You get real close, man.
Y'all get rid of the segregated tables, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden
real
you got free
close.
labor, huh? Cam can never miss, can he? So did we already talk about your show after this? Did we mention your show? What's that with?
Yeah.
Or the event you got today?
Yeah, then I got today. So basically, it's just a birthday party. One of my old high school friends, she reached out to me. Her mom was like, I think her mom's mom was having a birthday party, and she was like, yeah, could you come over and play for a little bit, just play her like happy birthday and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
So I'm gonna go play a couple songs for her and stuff.
That's beautiful.
I kind of like playing events like that because I'm already passionate about music, and when I put smiles on their faces and stuff, it's just really cool. Just seeing them get
That
to
actually would be a
enjoy
lot
the
of
same
fun,
thing that we're
dude.
doing.
Like, I wish I was kick ass at playing something like you, where like,
Bro, you can be. You can be, man.
no, I can't, bro. You were talking about it was too late at 8th grade, bro. Like, what the fuck you
So,
talking
like,
about?
it was like-
I'm 25. What the fuck are you talking about?
So a lot of people started late. So it's this violinist named Michael Prince. Shout out to him. Michael Prince. He is the most followed violinist online. Like, he has over probably like 680,000 followers. And he has a viral TikTok song too. It's called Finesse. Bro, you ever see the top 50 like TikTok sounds and stuff like that? So he has a top 10. He's number 9 right now in the whole like US globe of just his song, and it's like strictly basically like violin and kind of like a hip hop type of vibe.
Oh man.
That
sounds cool.
So crazy. So that just makes me, you know, like more motivated to be like, okay, yeah, instrumentation is like.
Who is that girl who did who blew up for doing the cover of Radioactive?
Oh, you're talking about Lindsey Sterling. That's my favorite.
Bro.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
She's solid, man.
Bro.
And I love her violin, the like skeletonized black
and
one.
she changes out a lot of her different
sick.
violins. Like she definitely has a style with it. That's kind of why I got into like the EDM dubstep type of violin for real, because I saw her play.
Yeah, I know.
So you want to go?
Big Six would still go, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
Man, that sucks. So
Yeah.
He said, "All right, fuck you."
That sucks.
Whatever, we're keeping it moving.
yeah, so like, how much do violins go for nowadays? And I'm asking this because we just had a really nice like business building that kind of erected behind us,
Yeah.
and it was a violin repair shop. And I'm like, how much business are you
Yeah,
doing?
those are luthiers. Yeah, they're called luthiers. They're the ones that like fix violins or know like the violin inside and out to be able to
Okay.
like, put it together and stuff.
Okay.
That's the question you said again too. How much?
Yeah, how much does a nice violin go for nowadays? Because I haven't looked one up. I never had.
So, the electric violin I have, it runs about $2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah,
That's me.
They're definitely. It depends on the quality, like the strings and stuff. Everything with the violin costs money. Like a pair of strings. I have 4 strings, so a pair of strings usually runs me about $125 each.
Are they still?
Wait. 125 each string or each pair
No,
of strings? Okay.
each pair. But most of the type
I was
of
about to say, what the
the type of
fuck?
strings that I like on my violin, they don't just come in just one string. Like say I break my A string or something, I can't just go get an A in there. No, I'm probably gonna have to get a whole new pack.
Yeah.
So and I got 2 violins, so I gotta do that for both violins. Usually like the acoustic violins that are not electric, depending on the type of wood and stuff there is, they're probably running you from about 1,000 to maybe like 4,000, 5,000. But violins are very expensive depending on
Stradivarius.
the tree. I was just gonna say that. So Stradivarius is the most expensive violins in the world. I think the least amount one is like probably like $1 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
$1 million.
It's
And
incredible.
The most expensive maybe like 10 to 15 million. And it's crazy. The only reason it's that expensive because the wood that it was made out of was like spruce wood. Spruce wood is extinct right now.
Yeah,
like the
it's
trees,
extinct.
yeah. So any violin that was made with that, it definitely holds precedence.
And they say it resonates like you wouldn't believe. Like it's a beautiful.
It just has a
sounding-
And you know the crazy
Yeah.
thing, like regular people can't own them. Like you have to either be rich, in an embassy or something
Yeah,
like that.
status.
Most of the people
Status or money, yeah.
and really good too. Like if you're really like most of the classically trained violinists, if they're really cold. Like say somebody in Japan has one like that.
They'll
king or
hire
something over there.
them.
They'll hire them
Yep.
and loan out the violin to them.
I was about to
play
say, because
concerts
say
and
that
stuff.
I had a bunch of money, but I can't play it. Would I
Those
be able to buy
rich
it?
people love music, so
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
they're definitely going to find people that like, okay, I want you to go play this. Like if they have their violin just collect some dust and they see
Yeah.
somebody play good, it's like, okay, I want you to use this for a residency for like a month or so.
I have to
That'd be
throw
awesome.
something in there real quick because I have to mention that Sly was. And do you want to tell the story of how that happened with the mansion thing?
I just went.
Yeah. So we I know this guy, older guy, his name's Jerry, very wealthy.
Yeah.
One day I'm talking to him, he's like, man, what do you do outside of your job, man? I'm like, oh man, I play piano a little bit and I do this. It's like, no way. This was like December of last year. It's like, no way. Okay. I was just looking at buying a piano. I'm gonna buy one so you can come and play it at my house. I was
Like, bro, they
But
just
no,
do
but he,
shit
Alright.
like
but he
that. Like,
watched
that's
you
crazy.
play. He watched you play, right?
yeah.
Because he watched you, and what was his word that you said, or his line that he said? That's badass. Or
Oh
you're
yeah,
badass
yeah.
or something.
He's like, you're a badass.
You're
man."
badass.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's just-
And so the guy literally bought a piano for
Yep.
him to come to the house and play.
That's
Because he
crazy.
brought me along with him to do like the audio setup for it, and it was incredible
Oh,
to
that's
just have that much money.
That's so
to just
sick.
be like, you know what, I found somebody. I'm buying it right now. In fact, it's on the way to my house as we speak.
Like those types
Is
of
it
people,
like a grand
those type of
piano
people
or
fucking
like-
sit
Yeah.
at like operas and shit, and
No,
like
dude.
candlelight dinners and stuff with
Yeah.
music. Like
This
they
guy,
love all that.
This guy had such a beautiful house. I mean, as soon as you walk through the front door, first off, huge front door, and as soon as you walk in, it's a circular cylindrical room, and it's got the winding staircase going up. I saw the
Dude,
picture.
it's
of
so
it as
sexy
well.
the way
Anybody
you're
that got that, I just
describing
did
this
the wrong
He said central.
right now. Dude, I am bricked up right now.
I was there, but like, I was there, but I ain't.
I'm sweaty, dog.
I wasn't trying to get anybody worked up. My bad,
come
my
on,
bad.
continue.
That's all I had. That's all I had. You're making me blush.
Man.
But yeah, it was beautiful, man.
That sounds incredible.
That was quite an experience. I think I have a photo of it. If I still have the photo, I'll throw it in there. I think I took a photo of the room. So if I have it, I'll throw it in the pod. If not, please don't kill me for it, okay?
He was like $150 extra if you come in naked. But
I would have done it for free.
Yeah, no, we get there and it's like, I think I got there before you, right?
Yeah. I believe so. I wasn't gonna show up. Like I knew nobody at this thing, and I'm the type of guy that's always like, I'm waiting until the one person I know is there first before I show up.
Yeah,
I will literally wait outside. Like, until somebody
for sure.
shows up.
I will sit in my car and burn gas for an hour.
Yeah, if you don't tell me you're in there and all that, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna make sure. Did you get his 5? He I think you played a 5,
get
right?
5.
Did you get that?
5.
I got you.
Okay. And I was gonna say, dude, the violin is probably the most beautiful.
absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Every time I see somebody play it, that's the one instrument that I pay attention to the instrument and how it looks like. I love drums, but I mean, just looking at them, I mean, it's just so many color patterns and stuff. Violins, it's like they can change the shape of them.
Any
slightly,
Neanderthal
and-
can play drums, you know?
Bro, if you just start hitting stuff a good bit of time, you might find out what you're doing.
Yeah.
You might like, okay, this sounds right.
Is violin is the string still made with horsehair? Is that real?
You talking about the bow? Yeah, the bow is definitely made with horsehair.
The bow is,
reason why
okay.
it's white is because like they kind of like bleach the horsehairs and they change like the colors of them and all that.
Why horsehair? Is it the coarseness or is it?
Yeah, it's very fine. It's very fine. And you really can't like find any other thing like that. It's kind of you could technically get human hair, but it'll have to go through so many more processes with it. With the horsehair, you don't have to do too much after you like cut it off and all that.
Do they have synthetic ones or is it like?
Yeah, they do have synthetic ones.
Okay.
Synthetic ones would probably be cheaper, but like real horsehair bows, even bows are expensive. Like I have a carbon fiber bow in there. That's like $350.
You have a carbon fiber bow?
Yeah, it's like $350.
The car guy's like carbon fiber.
That shit's hard, bro. I'm so break from that.
It's getting hot.
Yeah.
No, it really is. I'm
like,
sweating my ass off over
definitely
here.
the
The inside of my kneecaps is sweating.
And it's like the more you play, the more you're gonna have to need maintenance for your violins. Like I probably have to change my strings or do some maintenance probably like every month and a half or so because I'm playing so actively. Now, say I played like every 4 months or something, I wouldn't have to do too much to it. But if I'm playing every day, I'm breaking strings. Like I got 2 bows in there that's like definitely need some TLC. And a rehair. So a rehair for them to fix a bow is a minimum of $75. When I tell you,
to fix.
just to fix the bow,
fix
like
the
when
bow.
your strings like pop off, like if I play like hard, my strings are gonna start breaking and
Right.
stuff. So to get it rehaired, it's like $75. So
Does that? I know. I mean, you don't play guitar. I've seen you play bass guitar.
yeah, bass
I've seen you play bass guitar. So is that about what? Is it the same for guitar or no?
not really. So bass guitar has thick strings. So
Right.
the strings I have are kind of like thin, so they would like wear out faster. But those strings right there, depending on what type of bass player you are, if you're thumping it a lot, maybe you might loosen them up. But if you're just playing the guitar, bass guitar regularly, you don't have to change your strings for probably like 2-3 months, maybe 4. Because
I know a bass guitarist who has to change out his frets a lot because he likes to bend the strings like a ton. He bends the neck.
And a lot of times
actually.
you do that to a lot of people like to get new strings and wear them in fast. So I've seen like people like tune up their strings and stuff like that, and they'll pull the strings to loosen them up a little bit.
Crazy.
I'd be so scared. You're not scared you're gonna break it, but
That
they're
shit
thick
gonna smack you in the face.
No, I got smacked by a string one time. My guitar, whenever I was younger, one of the strings popped, and I think I was messing. I don't think I was just playing it. I think I was like doing that shit, and then it popped me in the hand or some shit.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's not a pleasant
so
feeling.
I think I was like in the 3rd or 4th grade, and I was playing my violin. And I was playing one of my strings, and my E string popped and hit me in the face.
Oh, I was about
When
to
tell
say,
you, I cried like a little baby. Like it was like, what? It's just a welt on my face.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
what?
gonna say because the violin. I mean, you're right here. Like if that thing, I didn't even think about it. If that thing pops, I mean, right at your freaking cheek.
Bro, that shit was.
So what all do you play anything other than the violin and the bass? Or is that kind of
I play piano. I play the drums a little bit. Mandolin. Mandolin is like this little small.
I know.
Yes,
So
I
at
love
my
it.
at my old spot, I don't think you ever
Italian
seen it.
sexy motherfucker.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
It was in one of my extra
Mandolin
rooms
is
in the
crazy.
old spot. They the previous owner had a mandolin in there. And it hadn't been tuned. It was missing like a string or two.
Yeah.
It was just kind of abandoned in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'd go in there and pluck at it, mess around with it. But I didn't know you knew how to play it, dude. I would have.
It's very cool. You know, like the Game of Thrones themes song or the like Godfather. That was the things that we learned with that. I was in taps, so my taps class. He said, I already know you play in the orchestra, so I'm not gonna have you play your violin in here. I want you to learn other instruments. So that's why we had different goals for each 9 weeks. So one of my goals was like, okay, I want to learn some jazz type music, or I want to play the drums or learn that a little bit, or I want to learn bass. That's why I learned the bass was playing in high school. Like I was just like learning different songs and stuff like that, patterns to be able to, improv and do the stuff I do now.
Damn. Okay. That's awesome.
Man,
See,
bass is like the second love. I'm not gonna lie.
I was just a fucking idiot, and they handed me like a recorder, and they were like, "Here you go."
Why did everybody start out with a recorder but me? I feel like it was because I kind of already knew what I wanted to play. Like my parents didn't like force me or anything. They just said the violin was like around the house. I used to get in trouble just for always getting into shit.
Yeah.
So I see the violin around the house. I'm always messing with it because my big cousin used to play it. So I'm trying to put it together and all of that. And they're like, do you really want to play that thing? And I was like, yeah. So they started switching my schools because Midway didn't have a program. So that's when we went to Summerfield. And Summerfield was just where I started playing the violin.
I think it just mainly is because your learning stops. You're just kind of figuring out basic notes, what that sounds like. It's a very easy instrument to play. So it's like, I think that's great for like school children.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, you said easy instrument to play. When you look up the hardest instrument to play in the world, violin is going to be the first one to pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. It's like violin, it's like flute after, and it's like harpsichord or something else. And it's like...
It would make sense for the violin, though, for me, because I've always... one of the biggest things with violins is the fact that you have... what do you call...
No frets? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, what do you call the
bow?
The bow, yeah. So it's insane to me watching, like, whenever you play, like, you're not only over here pressing, just like a guitar, you're pressing on whatever string you're on, and then you're making sure that the bow only touches, like, the strings
certain
that you
part,
need it to.
because if it hits the other strings, then
and you're sitting there working it, like, I'm
It's
like,
very
fuck, dude.
tedious.
It's insane.
Like, focusing on those are two intricate actions to me that it's like, just one of those seems difficult enough to me
Lizzie
to learn,
plays the violin.
And it was definitely tough
she's
playing.
pretty good.
Like, and I appreciate my parents for letting me practice like all late at the nights. Like I was sounding like a damn dying cat, and they're letting me practice at like 11 to 12 o'clock at night and all of that. Because it's like, okay, something's good gonna come out.
We
of
hear
that.
something there. We
I
hear
hear something.
Hey, I got a very serious question.
What's up?
All right. Does the violin get pussy?
You
It does.
gonna get me in trouble.
It
You gonna get
does,
me in
don't
trouble.
It does, don't it?
Like,
It does, don't it? Yeah.
You gonna get me in trouble. See,
Yeah, it's-
somebody gonna watch this and like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, watch a lady or something like, oh, okay, so it gets you busy. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I was definitely not like a popular person. Like people did not like playing the violin. I used to get bullied like in middle school for playing the violin and stuff. But as I got older and I was actually getting more confident and actually like good, and it wasn't sound like a dying cat. Everybody's like, "Oh, you play the violin? Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god, that's hot!" Like it's all type of stuff afterwards. But you kind of just. I still try to stay humble with it because I remember when I wasn't good like that, or I wasn't good, because it definitely took a while, like 15 years, and I've only been professionally performing for probably like 4 since the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I had stage fright most of my career because of like the bullying and stuff. So having that stage fright, I wasn't like, you couldn't pay me to get on stage by myself.
Yeah.
And you mean now I'm just doing a lot of the solo shit? Yeah,
Dude,
it was definitely like a different vibe.
When you're up there with for Curry Passion's thing, man, I was like, man.
Yeah.
That kid
People say that it's like I'm not
kid's
big on like public speaking and stuff like that. I'm still trying to grasp that. But it's because like I never had that practice. I was always with an orchestra. So it's like 40, 50 of us on stage. I never had to just talk, or I never just had to have like big solos and stuff like that. But once it's crazy because my taps teacher, he basically forced me out of my
I think so. I think
my stage
you
fright.
got this last.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been
So you good, you
enthralled
good.
with the conversation.
He basically like forced me out of my stage fright. So we had built a new stage at Magna High, and Taps kids got the dibs on performing there first. So our teacher was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna have like 2 groups. We're gonna like perform like some songs. Like Q, you're gonna be the lead." He was like, "Are you gonna be like front and center?" I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that." And he was like, "Well, I see you got 2 choices." He said, "You can go out there and kill it in front of your peers and stuff." He said, "Or you can get an F on this module."
Damn.
I said, "I'm not gonna get an F. I'm at Magnet. Like, what do I look like with an F?" So after that, I played on stage. I played Billie Jean because Michael Jackson was like my favorite artist.
Yeah,
so
dude.
I played Billie Jean, and the crowd loved it. And I was like, this is what I need to be doing.
Hey, little throwback. He picked Michael Jackson's Thriller as being his Desert album. So I wanted to ask you.
Desert album.
So basically you're on a deserted island and you have one album to listen to for the rest of your life to inspire you, to get you through grief. Anything, it's going to be the last album you get to pick. Which are you picking?
Bring back the OG.
Okay, can I pick
No, not multiple.
Give me like two. I can't pick multiple.
Number
One.
Okay.
We all had to pick. I think some of us gave complimentary, but give us like what takes that number one.
Yeah.
What takes that number one?
Don't say any vinyls that I have in here. Don't look at any of my vinyls.
It's crazy because definitely that's one of them. But it's like I really like that album. If it's not that Tame Impala one, the Nangs, it's definitely going to be either This Is It or the what's that album? Bad. Yeah. Bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's like no skips on that damn album. You can listen to all of them and be like, okay, I'm not gonna get tired of this because it's always gonna be something that you catch. It's like the technicalities, like his musicianship, just making that album was crazy. And then Quincy Jones, like, bro, RP to him, but like all the music that he put together for those albums, crazy. Yeah. Like that's definitely probably one I'd be my Desert.
That's crazy. I didn't think that you were gonna say the Tame Impala as well. That's one of my favorite albums.
Bro, when I tell you
Tame
that
Impala's
album
Currents, bro. Insane. Oh my goodness.
Is that fine?
I be forgetting about that album sometimes, and then I'm going through my shuffle and I get a song that pops up, bro. I'm just like,
Go-to album.
Nope.
Go-to album, bro. That's another one of those ones that you can just play and it's just straight bops all the way through, man. I need to get my record.
No skips. I love albums that have like no skips. I know every artist not gonna be able to kind of produce a body of work where you be like, I like every song in here, but some songs I don't like. So it's definitely very tough to have an album where you can confidently say like, oh yeah, it's no skips. I'm gonna let this play out. Like I can let this shuffle and stuff.
Even my number one album is 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Oh my god!
Even though that's my favorite album, there's still a skip on there. What, Mr. Nice Watch or something like that. He's got a song on there that I'm just like, I don't even have it in my library, and if I play the vinyl, I'm not gonna let it play. But other than that, it's all freaking bops on there.
Facts. And I feel like I really want that. Like,
you know that too? That was I think those demons we were talking about last night are catching up to us, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nah, that sound like an echoed gunshot.
we all got it.
That's street report for you. That's street report for you. You see how nobody got up and was like, what's that? Like, who gonna look like? It was like, oh, gunshot. So what you guys ate?
What kind of gun you think that was, huh?
Bruh.
10, please.
That was, damn.
It has some bass to it. It has something behind it.
The reverb behind that gunshot.
Yeah, well, like we said, man, they'll get used to it, man. It's Shreveport. It's nothing new. Come on, be sweet. Nothing new.
Be sweet.
Where's sweet around? You only have two?
What?
Oh, you went first. Okay.
Yeah, I did go first. So yeah.
Yeah,
that was
tapped in, bitch. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, music has definitely taken me a lot of different places. Especially like traveling. I already like my biggest goal is just travel and play music for life. And the fact that I can travel while playing music, that's like
and getting paid for it too, bro.
Facts. That was the biggest thing my dad always like preached to me like growing up. He was like, if you stick to this one day, you know you're gonna be making money from this craft. He said this gonna get you in the college.
People will pay somebody could, and the power of social media these days, somebody could see you on TikTok and want you to fly to like the UK or something. Like,
you know it's crazy you say that?
Random thing. Don't tell me.
I'm not gonna block my blessing. I'm not gonna block my blessing.
Right.
So I met this dude online named Kelly James, and we're in motion right now because he wants me to. Well, he reached out to me, just flat out DM'd me, and then emailed me like right after. He was like, "Bro, I ran across your page. Like, I was wondering if you're available to perform with me in the Bahamas on like December 6th." I was like, you kidding? And this crazy thing is I almost missed my blessing because I didn't have my passport yet. I still don't. And I was asking him, I said, damn, I would love to come, but I don't have my passport. He was like, he said it's all right. I'm gonna see if we can get it expedited. I said, like, for real? He said, yeah, I'm gonna hit up my tour manager. He texted the tour manager, like we're all in like a forwarded email, and he was like, see if you can find out where he can get an expedited one. When I tell you, They booked me a flight for Arkansas this week to go and get my passport, and I can get it like within like 2 days because I'm on priority
They booked you a flight to Arkansas?
Yes,
That's
this is how
awesome,
confident they are.
They booked him a flight to Arkansas.
Just so
Yeah,
we
just
go
to-
get
Just to Arkansas.
Yeah.
We're
Just
in
to
Louisiana.
get
If you don't know, we're in
That's one of
northwest
the major
Louisiana.
places where you can get your passport done.
Right.
Oh, is that me?
It's time, yes.
We gonna forget that. We gonna forget that. But
What show?
literally-
It's a birthday. I don't give a fuck.
like,
What does that look like, clown?
they only play Happy Birthday.
They
like, come on.
lowballed me on the price, man. I'm not gonna
Like-
shit. I'm gonna show late.
But
I'm flying to Arkansas.
and like he just saw my page, but it's like he said, bro, I performed like 119 shows last year and 100 something this year, and he does like a lot of Fortune 100, Fortune 200 shows. So he has a lot of connections with some nice people. Like he just did like a golfing tournament and performed there with like Charles Barkley. And he did like a Hornets game, and they gave him like a custom jersey and stuff like. So he was legit with it.
Yeah.
And this is how confident they are in me playing. The flight for Bahamas is already booked before I even have the passport.
Wow.
Damn.
Like they was like, yeah, your stuff's already. They said once you go get the passport and stuff, you're
Wow.
good. And I was like. He just
That's
stumbled across my
incredible, bro.
page. He was like, I just want to see some videos and stuff. I sent him videos. And he was like, okay, boom. We're going to have all this together for you. And I was like, to be a priority like that, or to, especially at this age, like, you know, a lot of people don't really get there till like they're like 30, 35, or more
Right.
established.
Yeah.
But for them to feel like I'm like respected in my career so far, that's definitely a big testament. Because I'm
No,
always still
for
already
sure.
preaching to the youth too. So
Yeah, and you know that reminds me of my story with Jerry. Like he bought a piano just so I could come play it.
man, like
I don't think
yeah, that
anybody
means
else has ever touched
they
it.
really respect what you're doing and
Yeah.
playing. Like it is not even just because of how you play, probably how you carried yourself going in there, how
Exactly.
respectful you were too. Like all of that stuff goes a long way.
Exactly.
A lot of those asshole musicians don't really make it because they're assholes to everybody. So he's like, if you feel like you already made it, what you need my help for? You don't need me to help you get stuff
Yeah.
together. So
That's
definitely
the-
gotta be humble because everybody can learn stuff from people that's younger or older. I remember
sure.
I was a senior in high school and I was trying to get into All-State, but it was this like prodigy that was like 14, that was a freshman just coming in there. He's cold. Like I'm sitting next to him because I'm his stand partner. Like he's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And I had to put my pride aside. I'm like I wasn't gonna be like I'm not gonna ask him to like teach me and stuff like that. Like, bro, I'm older than him and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I literally ran up to him and I was like, hey, bro, can you teach me some lessons on how to do this? And that's when I ended up getting into it because it's like you can't. Yeah, you always can learn something.
Yeah, you
from
gotta be-
somebody.
I was about to
For
say
sure.
music it's way beyond music, but music especially to me is one of the biggest places that like it does let people who have a lot of pride shine, but dude, swallowing your pride in music is like one of the biggest freaking things, bro.
Yeah. But if you really want to,
I
like,
hate a
succeed,
prideful. I hate a
Bro,
prideful musician
I
or
hate that.
artist. Like egotistical.
And it's a lot of artists that's like here too. Then it's like, man, nobody fucks with me. Nobody messes with my music. But you don't tap in with the scene. How people are supposed to listen to you when you live in this city and the city's not supporting you? Yeah, you gotta go out. You gotta go to events. Like you can't just be cooped up and thinking you finna drop a song on a platform and it's just finna go viral.
Right,
No.
yeah.
A lot of those people that like ended up going viral. When they end up putting out music, you can look at their discography and you're like, oh, they dropped music since 2018. Or they dropped music since 2019 because they were already doing it beforehand.
Yeah.
A lot of people that's like one-hit wonders, you usually don't see them stick around that long because they wasn't making music before.
But even most one-hit wonders still have a discography.
Yes,
beforehand. And that's what I try to
exactly.
explain to artists so much is that you come in and they're like, man, Cam, like, and the first time meeting me, I'm like, man, this is gonna be something that gets you out of here and all this. And I'm like, all right, where's your music at?
And they come in with no music
and I'm
already. I'm like,
nobody knows who you are. Nobody, and like that's one of the biggest things you have to learn. Nobody cares who you are. You have to make people care who you are.
Right.
Nobody gives a shit that you're another artist. Like it's such a saturated field that it's one of those like you have to prove yourself.
Very sad.
So until that, you can't just be like, oh, this is gonna get us out of here. This is the best thing known to man. Like, it's like, what do you mean? What's
like, you
what's so
gotta have
special
that
about
music.
you?
Because people
Yeah.
gotta like. People gotta realize when people book you for events or they want you to come out to shows and stuff like that, that's an investment. They either are expecting to make their money back by the ticket sales or they're expecting to make their money back by how good you wowed the crowd or how good your performance was. That's an investment. Like I know a lot of opportunities I was trying to get. For example, there was this Art in the Park that was at like Walter B. Jacobs Nature Park. And I was coming back on the scene in 2022, so I didn't have too much experience, but I played. Like, I was classically trained, but I didn't have, like, videos. I didn't have content. So I was asking the lady, I was like, you know, you guys are looking for musicians, like, you know, can I perform? And she was like, I'm sorry, we already got our musicians, but we'll be looking for you. So after that, I didn't take that as just, like, a straight up no. I was like, okay, I just need to get more content out. I need to go get more videos and stuff. Right. So after I did that, 2023, she reached out to me and said, hey, like, we've been seeing you work and stuff like that. Like, we'd love to have you come out for the festival. A whole year shift just from doing that. Putting in the work. Like, I wasn't mad and, like, discouraged. I wouldn't be like, dang, like, you didn't pick me or something like that. Mm-hmm. Because I know, like, a lot of people, you got to have the content. You got to put in the work first to get there. You can't. Because imagine you skip those steps and then you get to an experience where you wet the bed because you didn't have those stepping stones that you were supposed to do. Like, definitely don't skip steps.
You
Make
absolutely
sure you
gotta
do
learn,
the process how it needs to be.
Absolutely.
When did you guys stop wetting the bed?
Great question, Brian.
Complete
About 2
fucking
weeks ago.
Complete subject switch.
Shit, I give it
serious question. When did you guys stop wetting the bed?
Okay, I
was a late bloomer.
I can tell you the last time I pissed the bed. Like, the last time that I wet the bed, like, as...
An adult?
Yeah, legit, right?
Like, I'm potty trained and shit.
I straight up I straight up had a dream about going to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
And...
Thought you were in the bathroom?
Thought I was in the bathroom.
That's the worst stuff.
Straight up pissed myself. And I was like...
Your dream will have you so fucking, like...
I was convinced.
You were like, damn, I'm in a toilet right now.
And then woke
bro,
up.
I'm in the middle of my bed.
Yeah, bro.
That's my penis. I can tell.
It was bad.
No, I did the same thing when I was younger, but I sleptwalked. I thought I was walking to the bathroom, but I walked to the corner of my house and pissed.
Did you at least pull it out, or did you just stand in the corner? He just stands in the corner.
So
goes and gets back in bed.
Goes and get back over there. He's like, okay.
I have no recollection of it. My parents just told me about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you
wow.
slept last night. I was like, really? Like, yeah, you.
We watched you piss.
You thought you went to the bathroom. But
my brother does that.
We were watching the morning news, and you came in, and it was a little awkward. We were like, all right.
My brother fucking sleep eats. Like, there's like, you definitely. I remember one time we was kids, and like he sleptwalked and got like a whole pack of bologna from the refrigerator, and like my dad I guess heard it while you sleep, so I'm asleep. My brother just like tucks it under the pillow, so I just wake up hearing them talk, and my dad was like, "What's under the pillow?" And my brother's just like staring him in the face, just like not saying nothing. He was like, bro, I can see the pack of fucking bologna under the pillow. What? Like, what are you doing? All from sleepwalking.
Wow,
like, what?
That's wild.
No, so the last time that I pissed the bed was when I was drunk. I got very drunk, and this was a very embarrassing thing because I was at my girlfriend's house. And
you pissed her bed?
I pissed her bed.
Okay. Fun.
I got very drunk that night, like blackout drunk. And so I was just so deep in sleep, there was no waking up to go to the bathroom. And I think for adults, that's probably the most common way of pissing the bed. It's probably getting super drunk. Mm-hmm. And so I just woke up and I felt something wet, and I was like, why is it wet? And I'm thinking, I'm like automatically playing the blame game, like, well, why'd she piss the bed? You're not potty trained? And then I feel my pants, and I'm like, oh no, I see where the source is. That's the source right there. And I'm like
pissed.
Yeah, and then she's a light sleeper, so she like woke up, she's like, what's up, baby? And I was like, dude, I gotta go. And it's like 5, 6 in the morning, and I get out of the bed, and I just left her house. And
what did you tell her?
Dude, no.
Wait, no way you had her thinking she pissed her own bed.
No.
He like poured water on her.
No, I just told her, I literally just got up, and I was pissed off. Because I was embarrassed,
yeah.
But I was pissed at the same time because I'm mad. I'm just mad at the situation.
You were pissed 2 times.
I'm mad at the situation. I'm pissed 2 times. I see what you did there.
Pissed 2 times.
So yeah, I mean, I was very, very mad, and I'm sitting like I didn't bring clothes either. Like it was a very spontaneous type of night where it was just like I didn't know I was gonna be staying there. Didn't get clothes, so I have nothing to change into. I don't have any of my shower stuff. I got a towel and I went to my car and I drove home in piss. And went home, showered, changed, then I came back. But I told her, like, whenever I got up and I got out of the bed and she woke up, whatever, what are you doing or whatever, I was like, I pissed the bed. She was like, You pissed the bed. I was like, before you say any, I'm fucking potty trained.
What he said? Block.
As soon as you walk out
Get
the
out.
door.
She's in a gated community, so I'm like, open the gate, and it's just going straight to fucking. It doesn't even say delivered on there. Like, fuck. No, she was understanding. I could have handled it better, but my anger got the best of me, and I just told her what happened, and then dipped. I was gonna come back and clean it up, and I did come back. I don't remember. I think she had already started cleaning it for me, but I apologized to her, and I was just like,
fine.
I was just like, that was really embarrassing. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I pissed the bed, and
Like what?
it wasn't even a fair game. Like, I was blacked out. It was like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're not really paying attention.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
it's-
lie. Yeah, when you get drunk, most of your your body just gonna do whatever it wants.
yeah. So that was an embarrassing time, but yeah. Man.
Well, I mean, you heard about the time that I shit myself at the hotel room.
Oh
Yeah.
You did talk.
You said that on the pod, right?
Yeah, I did
That's
say
beautiful,
that.
beautiful,
I
beautiful.
did say that, yeah.
Y'all ever had those
By the time you've
moments
seen
where
this,
it's
you've
like-
seen that story. So.
You ever had the moments where you like thinking it's a fart and you're just like, damn, like
Bro.
this shit may go either way. This shit might
Bro,
go either
last
way.
night.
I'm gambling with my
night-
life right now. You're like,
So
you're
last
like,
night,
come
no.
on, twos. You're like,
Last night we were at Roger's house and I farted a couple times.
yeah,
farted a
bro,
couple
you
times,
were
man.
gassy.
That
dog.
pizza was on my ass, man. The hamburger pizza, man.
It's only gonna be so many chances that your body's just gonna let you get away with farting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, you
It's
better
on
chill
me.
out.
It's on me.
Like,
Yeah. One of those that I was pushing up. In fact, you remember when Michaela was sitting on the seat with me, and I got her off, and I was like, "Oh, look," and I raised up.
Yeah.
The beginning of that was like, "Oops, stop." I don't know. I don't know if that's a fart. Ooh, and then I felt
So,
like it was good to go.
Okay, we did talk about last night. Like, yes, that was funny, but I think the thing that's most relatable is, and I would like to ask our guest here,
Okay.
do you ever get the cramps?
Oh,
the cramps.
Yes.
After,
whenever-
like,
no, hold on.
let him explain this to the
Yes.
audience. Explain
Yes.
this. Explain what we're talking about with this.
So last night
You're gonna have to
we
go to the
thought
doctor.
that we all individually thought that we were the only people that were going through this, and we might all have colon cancer.
no, okay.
But prostate cancer. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, prostate cancer. So, do you ever get this feeling like very, very sharp tightness, like a cramp? I describe it like a cramp. That's kind of deep in your ass that you're like.
I done got that before. That shit
Like-
seems like some fucking hemorrhoids type
Wait,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
Like, So you're like, and it
You
kind of
never
goes
wanna let
like,
nobody know 'cause
oh,
you're like, fuck, what's wrong with your ass?
Yeah.
like,
so
so you just gotta fight it yourself.
I am convinced that it is a cramp, like that we like naturally kind
The
of
guy just playing like
Kinda
a humorous
going-
joke on us. Just tell us, okay.
maybe,
You
yeah.
think since you don't
No,
know
it's a glitch.
Fuck you in particular.
A glitch.
Wait. It's a glitch in the Matrix. It's a glitch in the Matrix. That's what I think it is. And the worst, it always happens to me when I'm driving. That seems to be the most common time. And I'll be driving and then I kind of lift up out of the seat. And it's one of those, you just don't know when it's going to stop. You're just like, how far are we going? Ooh.
You're just picking up speed. You're like,
I can't even take my foot off
confuses
the
you
pedal.
too. You be like, damn, is this a cramp or do I got a shit? Like which is it? Like, let me know.
Dude, that shit hurts, bro. And I don't know if you've ever got it back to back, but I've had it double up on me too. I've had it where it was like right after one, it comes right back, and I'm like, oh, I know where you're going. Yeah,
whose turn is it?
Yours.
Thank God.
I think it's a common thing, man. I think we're all fine and we're healthy. I think.
I hope so. I hope so.
I think it's just a thing, man. It's one of those things that just happens, man. But if anybody out there knows what the fuck it is, please.
Yeah,
like,
please
tell
let us know the terminology.
Yeah, I'm very
In the
curious.
comments, please.
Yeah, in the
I'm
comments.
very curious. Give me a second.
No, on a serious note, I know you have this event. Are you good? Are you good?
We can get ready to close out.
All right,
after we finish this
yeah.
game a little bit.
I'm-
I want to see if I can get an extra point.
Because I noticed, because I was thinking,
Fuck, you went that too.
I was
right
thinking
there.
about it. I was like, dude, that timer went off like 20 minutes ago.
7,
Yeah,
that's 12. Okay.
What time is it now?
5:20. This shit started 5 minutes ago.
He said I don't have to be there until like 5:15 or something. I'm like,
6, 8.
all right. Now he's focused. He's like, all right, let's.
I am. Oh God, shit. I'm
He's
like,
like,
ah,
damn.
God,
I said I don't have an appointment with the Stradivarius, so it's not that
You know
big of a deal. This ain't the Bahamas.
It's a low budget. It's not, yeah.
He goes.
They can sing the shit. I have it pre-recorded. They could just play it on the speaker.
Oh, that's 15.
Is it?
Where?
Oh,
we got
shit.
5, 6,
Damn.
7,
Damn.
6.
Ooh.
Dang.
Nice one.
All right. Who's in the lead right now?
I think he is
I
still.
am.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit like a 10 like twice like a minute ago.
Yeah, he's
So,
been
shit.
on a roll. He's been on a roll. I don't really like that guy. But
Yep.
Where'd you go? Oh, you already.
yeah, I'm already out.
So where'd you go?
Oh, you not?
I am disqualified. No, I'm disqualified. I have no.
Oh, you won.
I have no.
You got dominant.
You did domino.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I think he got down on like a turn or two.
A turn or two ago. Just
Oh, wow.
Let me not say that. The 15 still counts. Ugh.
fuck. Be sweet. Get my points.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, looks like you won.
But
Christ, bro, what
that's crazy.
have y'all been doing?
I didn't even think about it, man. That's
I don't know. I don't know how many points I have for this.
Dude, the conversation was too good. We were talking about wet in the bed and asshole cramps and shit. So I got a little distracted, man. I'm sorry. I just learned how to play
Carried away.
dominoes like 3 weeks ago. So
No, that's not even true. It's been like
It's
over a
been, like,
month.
yeah, over a month.
Duh, over a butt. He said,
Yeah,
"Don't let
it's
him lie
crazy.
to you, chat."
It's crazy. No, what's crazy is like
Check his ass.
just like today, I was checking our upload dates of our videos, and episode number 1 is the only one that says 2 months ago.
Bro, have y'all thought about doing like
Word.
Twitch streaming too? Like Twitch streaming episodes?
I would love
Not
to Twitch
really.
stream.
I mean, dude, like last
Imagine the
night.
subscribers you get from
Last night we at Roger's house. We were there for what did you say? Like 7 hours.
We were literally there for 7 hours.
And dude, the conversations that we had were so
Fucking
podcast
hilarious,
worthy.
bro.
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They were so good.
I wish that we would have. I mean, when we get together, it's a good time, man.
Yeah, man.
And
Every time.
we didn't capture it. And that would have been a perfect time to be like live streaming
Yeah.
or something. But no, we haven't really got into that side of things yet. I mean, we're still building it up, is figuring out like the whole.
We want to get our groove. You know, like
Yeah.
right now we're kind of figuring out when it comes to the audio, the visuals. Those are going to get better as we go along.
Yeah.
You know, and right now it's kind of we're just having fun. You know what I mean?
But
Like
to be
we're
able to do
kind
that
of
with just 3
But
people.
we're having.
like,
But here the
there's
big
podcasts
thing.
that has like whole teams, and y'all are doing this shit with a 3-man crew.
Yeah, we don't have a producer. Just so you know, we do
Definitely.
not have a producer.
Yeah, we do everything
Technically,
ourselves.
I am the producer and I'm on the show, so all of this is post production. But a big thing with that, like we're having fun, but we're figuring it out as we go. Type of
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Like,
what it is.
We've obviously we've had our episodes that we like more than others. We've had some times where we're not prepared, which is more times than maybe not.
Yeah.
But dude,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we just have those hits, and then we're just like, man, and we pick from those. Like, hey, we need to do this again. We need to stay on this type of track, and just figuring everything out. Like you said with the equipment as well. Low ass budget right now. The budget is like non-existent. But we're using literally equipment that we kind of had beforehand. A couple little things that we bought
and our phones, our personal
Man,
phones.
what? Like, literally, look at that. Like, that's crazy.
These are on phones, so but it's beautiful. Shout out to iPhone.
I feel like
Shout out to Apple.
Shout out to Apple.
I feel like it only matters about the equipment when it's like when you're really like advanced with stuff. Like you guys, you already know how to edit really well, so it doesn't really matter the equipment you use. But probably when you cap off, when you're like, okay, I want these to look like this, but my equipment is not upholding how my skills are. That's kind of feel like my violin stuff. Like I'm finna get ready to get a new violin because my people always tell me, they was like, I feel like you're kind of like outgrowing that one. Like the stuff you're trying to do on that one is past the capability of that.
Yeah.
So it's like you already know how to edit.
And that's our thing. Like, why would we go get all this expensive stuff when what we're doing?
We're
works?
fucking Neanderthals, knuckle draggers, and we have no idea.
but I, like on a serious note, all of the stuff we're using works. Our audio, we don't have a boom mic like we want yet, but the audio is what it needs to be for right now. Visuals, what it needs to be. We implemented, the table camera, so that upped our game as far as being the on-game show a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, all this stuff is just like what it needs to be for right now, and as we grow, it's just like with anything, take the baby steps, and then we're already talking about upgrades and stuff like that. So seeing the growth through the channel and all
that's
that.
tough,
So,
man.
Thanks-
Then
thanks
congrats.
for
Like
looking
this
up.
would be the 15th episode, you think?
I think so.
17th.
17th.
I
Ooh,
think.
Wait,
Nice.
what?
Because we have right now.
No, 12 is coming out with Trey. Then we have 13. 12.
Oh yeah.
Because
You're right.
couples
You're right.
was
I'm
11.
sorry.
So 12 Trey,
This would
13 B-Dub, 14 us three.
Yeah, and then
15.
this is 15. Yeah,
Lucky 15.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice little one to be
sure,
on.
for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
and this has been a great episode. This
Facts, I
went
appreciate y'all having
really,
me.
really well.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming
When I saw
out,
you
man.
started bringing the podcast back, I said, "Fuck, I gotta get on this one." I hit him up instantly. I was like, "Yeah, bro, I gotta get on that one." Like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is
Yeah.
we're on the third run for me with podcast, and I really
Third time's the charm.
I really
Third time's
believe
the
in
charm.
this one though. I really believe that this one allows me to be most myself along with
Yeah.
my guys.
Facts.
Yeah.
And with the guests, like I feel like everything has been going really well with this one, and I want to put a lot of money behind it, you know,
Yeah,
in the
man.
long term.
I had a friend who was like, "Oh my God, you know who you should have on there? Q Major. He's
For
doing
real?
this."
What?
Yeah.
That's
I think you
crazy.
told
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, hey, he's coming on
Hey.
next
so
week.
cool.
Yeah.
Do I have a surprise for you?
That's so cool.
You're gonna
man.
love this episode.
And building like that support system, like bro, I always thought like when I was first coming back into the scene and stuff, I was like, dang, I don't feel like people really support me like that.
Yeah.
Then I remember my violin got I had an electric violin that got stolen.
I was gonna ask you
remember
about that.
Yeah.
Never found. Still
Never
not
found it. So I prayed to God about it. I prayed to God that I didn't find the person because I knew it probably would have been evil. I'm like, somebody steal my violin, I probably would have been thinking straight. I probably would have been seeing red
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
phone
yeah.
case right there. So I definitely would have been, not in the right headspace. So I was like, you know what? Whatever happens with it, it just happens. Just don't let me find out who it was. I always remember like mean mugging homeless people on the side. I was like, I wish you would have a red case out here. Like, you go get curb stomped. Like,
really
I was
find
like,
out.
yeah. So
I just want some food, man. What the
And
fuck?
the reason why I was so upset about it is because I had like just bought that violin probably like a month or so before.
Dang.
And it's like I had saved up so much. Like I had won this competition that got me this big check. Cause like I said, the violins were expensive.
Mm-hmm.
My violin that I had that was like custom built and stuff with my bow ran me $3,500.
Wow.
Like the bow, like the violin was like $3,200 and bow was like $300. So I'm like, what? I'm telling my dad and stuff, and it was like karma really, cause like Missing Link, it happened in the Missing Link parking lot, and they have about 6 cameras. I go ask them for the cameras. They talk about our cameras have been down for like a month or so. I said that's gonna be karma, and it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. A couple months later, it was a vandalism that happened downtown, and guess what? They got no footage of what happened. That place got broken into, a little shop right beside. Like a lot of places got broken into, and they were just like mad. Go check the tapes.
Yeah.
You don't got anything. You know,
Yeah.
like so. Yeah, but everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Luckily, I still had my other violin, so I just tweaked that one back up, and I was still able to keep playing. Like it would definitely would have been a little damper if I was able to if I was out of commission for probably like a couple of weeks and stuff like that.
Right.
But the fact that I was able to bounce back that fast was really good.
Do you play at the show? It's like a coffee shop or something.
Talking about words over lattes.
Manifest.
Oh, coffee shop Rhino.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
I was at
post
Rhino
something like
today.
every
Yeah, it's at the
Manifest.
Uptown. Yeah, it's like on Tuesdays. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, every Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's
it's
right,
like a big like artist collective. Like
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
just kind of playing different instruments. People sing, rap, and do poetry, and then
Right.
like we do live painting. Like so, people are gonna be painting on some shit.
Yeah, I've gone to that a few times. There's a lot of people up there that I know. In
this one.
fact, like one of the guests, Andrew, that we were talking about, he goes up there, and we can watch him sing up there. He goes up there a lot. Slive goes up there. I mean, there's a lot of people, potential guests that we're looking at that go there. I think outside of this, we should set something up because I think at least one time for the one time,
Yeah.
us three
Let's
should
do
go,
it.
and that
Let's
would
do
be
it.
Yeah.
Then we could talk to other people possibly as well.
Facts. And then like
Just more
having that
guests
music in the background too. I was just about to ask if y'all ever need like a intro song or something like that. Let me know. We can start planning something and getting it together.
So we are. I've been talking to them about. I do want us to emphasize getting an intro made for the show.
Bro, imagine how cool that would be to
Violin,
have an intro,
bro.
and
Yep.
then it's gonna already
Over.
probably be a song.
Signed.
So
You're good.
and you
Dude,
get the publicity from the song, and it's on the episode.
Y'all seen the Jordan Peterson podcast?
Yeah.
Have y'all,
Yeah.
y'all
Oh,
his intro with
His
the
intro,
fucking
yeah.
classical music, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We could be all elegant and shit and just have a nice little.
Shout out to
Hey, comment down below what kind of. Actually, you know what? Don't even worry
Nah,
about it.
fuck you.
You'll see.
We're gonna play this.
You'll see.
We'll see what we have. We got some cooking.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
that's
guys.
awesome.
Well,
Let's,
guys, this has been the On Game Show. Q, you want to
Yes.
tell the people where they can find you? And
So you can find me on my socials. My Instagram is Q_Major318. Most of my other platforms, TikTok is also Q_Major318. Anything else, if you look up Q Major the Violinist on streaming platforms, you'll be able to find all my music too. Album coming soon within a month and a half, so y'all definitely pay attention to that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sweet,
man.
man.
I appreciate y'all too.
Dude, we
Yeah.
appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
thank
on.
you,
man.
thank you.
For sure.
It was a pleasure to meet you. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
you're
Yeah,
you
likewise,
seem like
too.
such a genuine and
Man, I'm just
godly
chilling,
man.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, just playing music, doing what I love.
A beautiful
Yes,
speaker
And the
too.
fact to do that
Yeah.
as like a
You are.
career is just like I don't see it as like a job because I'm already doing something I
Right,
love. Like you
yeah.
probably when you producing this stuff, you don't be like, I gotta go produce. I gotta go engineer. I gotta go do this.
Right,
'Cause
it depends what I'm doing.
Yeah, it depends on what
I'm
you're doing. But most of the time, you like doing it. You
Yeah.
like the editing. You like that different stuff because it brings you joy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so, yeah. To
Yeah.
be able to do that and
I'm mentally invested
profit,
in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
to profit off that too. Like yeah,
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I know what you're talking about, man. So,
Yeah. Well,
thank you again, Q.
for sure.
And
for sure.
let's get on out of here, guys. You
Yeah.
gotta get to this birthday.
Yes, I do.
have to.
I know, you
gotta
do.
get
Come
It's
on,
5:30.
You gotta
Good
get
luck,
that, man.
guys, thank y'all for watching.
Absolutely.
I was wanting you to do the good one thing.
Oh, hey
on.
guys.
Let's go again. Guys, thank you for watching.
Hey, always be a good one. You know what that feels like. We'll see you next week.
See you
Thanks
guys.
for watching the Allen Games.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out.
Get it.